So now we have all these signatures. I do actually have 6. The 6th one's over there. I already started sewing. But these are the other 5. You make sure that when you put them all back together that all of your holes line up. They're even up and down again. And now we're going to start to sew. I've already started this one, but it's real simple for me to explain to you. So what I did is I put a little knot on the end of my string just because in case I pulled too hard I didn't want it to come through. But you want to leave a little bit of a tail. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. So you need to leave a little bit of tail, but you're going to go down through the first hole on the left. So you're going to take your needle and you're going to go down through this hole and leave a tail. And then you're going to come up through the second hole. Let me get this a little closer. You're going to come up through the second hole, down through the third, up through the fourth, down through the fifth, and up through the sixth. So on the last one you should be outside. Now it's time to add the second one. So how we do that is we take our next signature and we put it right on top of the one we just did, like so. For me, so I'm not holding it and it's not sliding all over the place, I like, oops, this one's not even the right way, there we go. I like to clamp it so I don't have to deal with it. So let me do that. I'm just going to take the folder like so, and I'm going to clamp it right there so it holds it together. I'm going to do the same on the other end, like that. Right, now I'm going to take my needle, and I came out through this one. I'm going to go down into the next one, and we're going to go from right to left this time. So let's get this through the hole. Pull it through. Like that, and then we're going to come up through the second hole. Go. Pull it through, down through the third hole, pull it through, up through the fourth hole. Oh, got caught on my clamp, hang on. Alright, down through the fifth hole, and out through the last hole. Now this is where that tail on the first one is going to come into play. If I can find how to get this thing through here real quick. Okay, so remember how I said to leave a tail, right? This is why. So on this one, you're going to want to tie them together, make a couple knots. Yeah. Okay, so you've made a couple knots. Now it's tied securely together. Now we're going to undo our clamps. We're going to add the next one. Get it turned back around the right way again. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to add our next signature. And for this one, now you're going to clamp this one to the last one. Okay, so we're on this side, so obviously we're going to go down. Maybe. Alright, we're going to go down. Back up. And then down. It's just basic sewing. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Back up. back up to the last one. But watch these clamps, they get in your way a little bit, drive you crazy. Okay, so now when you get to here, now you have this goofy thing going on, and you might think, well, what in the heck am I supposed to do about that? Well, I'm going to show you. So, in the last one, you see we have this little loopy in between the two. You're going to take your needle, and you're going to go under that loop and back out, and then you're going to make a knot. If you know how to sew, you know how to make a knot, right? Let me pull these together. So now I'm going to come back through again, and I'm going to go through this loop twice. 1, 2, and then I'm going to pull it tight. Now I don't have a floppy thing anymore, right? Okay. Now we're going to add the next signature. And you're just going to keep going like this to the very end and then knot off at the very end. And as you can see, you've got rows here. So that tells you if you've done it right. If you come back through here and you don't have another line on the next one here and here, you've done something wrong. So you just keep doing that to the very end. At the very end, knot it off just like I did here. It'll be the same way at the end. Knot it off and then come back and I'll show you how to do the binding.